I'm Michael Anderson, Editor-in-Chief with Battery Technology, and welcome to this Battery Technology Fast Chat. Today, we're talking with Evan Dowley, Field Application Engineer for Battery Systems with TE Connectivity. Evan, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me and the opportunity to talk.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. So let's jump right in for what we're going to talk about today. So what are some of the latest trends in connectivity solutions for EV battery systems?
The trend that I see in connectivity solutions follows the evolution, in some cases, the revolution of EV battery systems. And I would describe the overarching trend as a less is more mentality. And what do I mean by less is more? There's several nuances here. First of all, wherever we can cut mass in our solutions, there's a benefit to the customer because it improves the battery pack gravimetric energy density in watt hours per kilogram. And that means more range, more efficiency as the vehicle goes down the road. So in this sense, one of the major thrusts in EVs now is the shift from 12 volt to 48 volts and how that impacts the gravimetric energy density because of the wire weight savings. The second aspect I'll bring up in the less is more mentality is the miniaturization of connector solutions. And that improves the volumetric packaging density and watt hours per liter, enabling a system designer to pack more cell energy in.
Yeah. So every ounce matters, right? It definitely makes a difference. So let's talk a little bit more then about these trends and the issue of reducing size and weight and so on. So what are some of the specific challenges your own customers are faced with? And everyone likes a happy ending to a story. How are you finding solutions for these types of problems?
So I have conversations quite often with customers about their packaging challenges inside the battery pack. And one of these application areas is the battery management system, and how the BMS would package inside of a relay box or package directly to the cell modules for future architectures. So the challenge here is, with the predominance of flexible printed circuits, we don't want to put a large connector on the end of that and a large header interface on a PCB board, which limits the ability for a system designer to pack more cell energy in. So in that sense, we are innovating future BMS connector solutions to optimize the footprint while enabling how the battery pack goes together.
Yeah. Very, very interesting stuff. And so let's back up a minute. And can you tell me a little bit more about TE Connectivity, the company itself, and your space in the automotive EV world?
Yeah, love to. Yeah, the TE is a global leader in designing and building advanced connectivity and sensing technologies, which create a safer, sustainable, more productive, and connected future. And in particular, in the e-mobility space, I like to tell folks that TE stands for the technology enabler. Enabling their technology objectives. And there's really 5 key areas in EVs: the EV safety, driving and charging performance, battery life, the cost of the system, and the sustainability or environmental impact, and secondary reuse opportunities with batteries.
Yeah, very, very big stuff. And so let's zoom in a little bit more, and you can tell me about your own role at TE.
Yeah. So I have the opportunity to engage customers early with their designs and their architectures as field application engineer. And my job is to identify and stay with the customer at the pace of their design change considerations, and how connectivity solutions need to be adapted for the future, and where our portfolio gaps for their battery packs and EV systems lie. So in that sense, we have 8,000 engineers around the globe working to this end.
Wow. 1 of 8,000. That's amazing. Well, I wish we had more time because I'm sure you have a lot of stories, but I think we're short on time now. So thank you. And I've been speaking with Evan Dawley. Thank you, Evan.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
And that's it for this Battery Technology Fast Chat.